Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be talking to a UF student that's trying to get into veterinary school. She's going to give us some insight and recommendation about what she's learned.
Hi, I'm Trinity. I am a senior animal science student at UF. I just finished all of the credits for my bachelor's degree in equine science, so I'm getting ready to actually apply to vet school now. A lot of the things that they're really looking for is mainly just teamwork and diversity and just showing that you've been in a lot of different experiences, different vet offices, talking to different veterinarians and stuff like that.
So what I recall is they looked at GPA, they looked at your GRE and your experience. How has it changed?
So now UF doesn't require the GRE for incoming vet students, but GPA and experience is still a lot of mainly what they're looking for. Most of the students you see now are coming in with around 3.6 to 3.8 GPAs, but I do see them still taking a lot of the 3.2 to 3.4 range.
Tell us about the friend of yours that she did the interview. What did she say?
Oh, yes. So I do have a friend that just did her interview. She's going for large animal medicine. She said that they asked her a lot about things that she's done with her study abroad. She was in South Africa for the last 2 summers. So they asked her how working with different cultures impacted her experiences. They also asked her a lot about what are the big topics in vet med, just to make sure she's still current with everything that's going on right now.
So they were asking her questions to see if she knew what was going on.
Yes, yeah. So
in veterinary medicine. Yeah,
they're looking for people that are still really involved, still doing their own research and stuff like that, not just basing it off school.
And they also were trying to assess her mental health. Can she deal with the stress of being a veterinarian?
They did ask her about mental health and how she deals with stress, like gives herself breaks during studying and collaborates with friends to have study breaks and stuff like that. And they also had asked her if there were other people that she knew that struggled with mental health and how they coped with that and everything.
Interesting. So give us some background. Why University of Florida? And when you did get in, how was your transition from like high school to college? How did that go?
So for me, my experience is a little bit different because I did my 2-year associate's degree while I was in high school. So it's pretty much just, it just traded my high school classes out for college. And so that made it a little bit easier for me to transfer into UF as a second-year student instead of as a freshman.
You went from high school
straight to UF, yeah, because
and they convalidated all those credits. Wow.
Yes,
you saved so much money.
Yes, so I did get the 2 free years of college, but also just saving time. So now I'm only 21 and I have my bachelor's already, so it kind of saved some time for me there too. But getting into UF as a transfer is definitely a lot easier, but it's a different experience. You don't get the whole college experience, so I would be weary about recommending that to people. Yeah.
So from what I got from you, it seems the admission office wants you to be exposed to different cultures, to different types of animals. Because what I've seen is most vets are doing small animal, so there's a need for large animal. So they're trying probably to find people that could do a cow or a pig, to go to rural areas. Is that what you've been noticing?
Yeah, they're definitely looking a lot more for like large animal horses, but also like small ruminants like goats and sheep and stuff like that. And we see a lot more students coming in for large animal at UF just because we're so large animal based, but mainly our students are there for small animal, like internal medicine and stuff like that.
And what school did you choose to have the best options to get into veterinary school? Like when I was there, I was in the zoology program.
Mm-hmm. So I'm in the equine science program.
Science.
I don't think that that's the greatest program. What all the vet students at UF do right now is the animal bio track, and that's like they put the prerequisites for the science classes into your schedule for that. But for me, I had to use my elective credits to get my prerequisites for vet school. So they're a little bit more lenient about like helping you get through the classes and giving you resources if you're not on that animal bio track, but there are other ways to do it.
And when you meet with like the, what are those called? The counselors, the ones that
The advisors.
the advisors. What were they recommending when you talk to them? The advisors.
So when I first came in, we only had animal bio and then food animal and equine science available at UF. But now they have this new thing called integrative animal biology degree, and so you don't have to take physics with calc, and you also don't have to take calculus at all. So that was the reason why I did the equine track instead of the animal bio track in the first place, was because I didn't want to have to take calculus. Yeah, but now they're
so
offering yeah, but now they're offering that integrative track, so you don't have to take calculus or physics with calc. You can just take regular physics.
I remember when I took calculus, there was this Asian man, and he had this board that would go across the room, and he would fill up the board from one side to the other.
Yeah.
And to this day, I didn't make $1 or got one day off of calculus. I got one C, and I've never been happier.
Yep.
I never used calculus for anything. Didn't get anything out of that class.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of chose the track where I didn't have to take it.
Yeah.
But now it's really nice that they're offering that integrative track. So it's not like the pre-med people have to do the same classes as the animal biology people. And so I've actually met a lot of students in my animal science program that want to go to med school, like for humans, like dental school and stuff like that. But they do it through animal science because the classes are typically easier.
So going forward, when is it that you're going to apply?
So I will apply next cycle. There's actually a degree that I think I'm still deciding if I want to get my master's before I go. Because at UF they have a master's in shelter medicine, and so I kind of wanted to take those classes, and I won't be able to take them if I go to vet school first. So
the class starts when it's in the fall?
There's
usually one
usually
class per year, and they take about before it was like 100. Is there more admission now?
I think they're taking. So I know a couple years ago when I first started, they upped it to 120.
There's 120.
But I think
once a year.
I think they might be doing 140 now.
Okay, it's going on.
Because I know that's actually a big problem at the college, because the vet school is right next to where I take my classes at the animal science building, and there's no parking. So that's why a lot of the classes for vet school are online. And a lot of the vet students, for their first couple of years, they'll do their classes online just because it's too hard to find parking.
During the 2020 pandemic, a lot of people adopted animals, and there was a shortage of vets. So they opened up several other veterinary schools. But now there's mixed data. Some say that there's enough vets. Some saying there's not enough vets. So let's see. But let's say, what are your plans to be the best applicant when you apply in the next
in the next
fall?
Cycle.
Yeah.
So I think a few things. I don't feel like I really have anything that sets me apart from other people, but I think my strong suits are definitely going to be the amount of hours I have. I have probably over 2,000 veterinary hours, which is definitely a lot different from other applicants where they're coming in with like 500 to 800 hours. And I also have different experiences with large and small animals, and hands-on stuff working in surgery with you and stuff like that. So I think that'll set me apart.
Yeah, I'm going to give her recommendation letter and
Yes.
recommendation video. You
Yes,
can show them
recommendation
too.
podcast, yeah. But as far as academics, I wouldn't say I'm the smartest applicant. I have a 3.4 GPA, so that's kind of like the higher of the lower end that they take. But they also look at your individual science GPA. So they look at your overall, and then they look at what you've made just in your science classes. And I think that's where I'll fall short, and where my vet hours and experience will have to kind of pick me up.
Right. And after you finish, you could have my job.
Okay, sounds good.
And I could go back to college.
Yes.
And be younger.
Yep.
All right, well, thanks for watching.
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned for more content.